Lush green fields of the Philippines, rolling through tropical village scenes. New friends made along the way, sharing stories at the break of day.
Hello and welcome to Arizona Trails to Philippine Tales. My name is Steve and welcome to week number 76 of the Philippine house build. But before we get into that, again, it doesn't matter what country you're in, but always go to a place that treats you and your money well. Again, it doesn't have to be the Philippines, but definitely any place that does take care of you and your money. So what will it take for you to leave where you're currently from? Is it economics? Is it just the way things are in society? Here is Tinfoil Hat to Retirement.
Put on my tinfoil hat, it's crypto week again. It's Rocky's moonwalking past BTC and my rent. How much coin do I need? Nobody really knows. While Fargo slinging XRP while my buying power goes. No inflation here, says a suit on TV. Billions of BTC drip like FC's mystery. Jobs, trucks, full McGregor, taxes on the rise. BNY makes my panic as communism cries. Support the Americans, the immigrants too. Emirates just bought crypto in my grandma's shoes. There are no Epstein files, but we're taking care. Now sing the tinfoil tango while your ledger's laid bare. Put on my tinfoil hat, it's crypto week again. XRP's moonwalking past BTC and my rent. How much coin do I need? Nobody really knows. Wells Fargo slinging XRP while my buying power goes.
All right, that was Tinfoil Hat to Retirement. And so this morning, starting off early and bright, you'll probably hear some karaoke in the background, but that's okay. And so, like I said last week, we're just starting to put in the little things that makes the house more livable. Again, the house is pretty much built. The only thing that I've said in the previous videos is that they're working on the plumbing so that way we can move in. And we're just getting furniture and other things to be put in as well. So with this week's update, I just wanted to go over a couple of things that we have done and see those changes. And like I said, later on when everything is complete, we'll do a walk around. But at least this gives you an idea of what's done from week to week or what we've tried working on from week to week. All right, so the first thing, like I said, we were going to update our kitchen table. The person that made our kitchen table, as you can see, so we updated it to a longer table, and it is now an 8-seater. And so this is the 8-seater. It's made out of an actual tree, still has the actual curvings of a tree. And then we also got a little coffee table. Again, this is really hard wood. From what I hear, this kind of wood is bulletproof. How the kitchen table looks like in here in the house. And then, of course, that's sort of what separates the kitchen area from the living room. Another thing, so the door is finally done in the front. So the front door, they got the lacquer and everything on there, so it's nice and shiny. And they also added the handlebar for the door. So there'll be a locked door with a handlebar. Let's see if there's a handlebar on the other side. Yes, so that is our handlebar even on the other side of the door. And then, are they cleaning up here? Yep, so this CR is no longer storage for all the paint. So once the plumbing is done, they'll be able to add the toilet and sink in here. So this room is getting cleaned. This door feels like it's been sanded. So now the only thing that needs to be done is, of course, the lacquer. And we'll go ahead here. This door, I think, is now complete as well. Yes. So this is now done, lacquered. So they've got this, the other side. Yes. All right. So all that is done there. These doors have been sanded. No, not yet. Yeah, this hasn't been sanded. So they just need to work on these doors, these three here, and then we'll be done. One of the things too, with all the sanding and the painting that's been going on, there's going to be a lot of cleaning that's going to be done. So not just the furniture that's going to be put in, but definitely cleaning. You can definitely see how much dust is going on there just on the stove. So there will be lots of cleaning when we move in here, dusting and try and get everything clean again. Then when we move in, of course, the refrigerator will go in here. We've also done some interviews also for a helper to be in the house. So that should help with the cleaning. And when the house is actually done, I'm going to go over like prices of what we spent for the home, maybe some of the furniture pricing, and then my final thoughts about the house and the build. And just to give you an idea of what some of the pricing and everything is, some of the expectations, whether or not those expectations are met or not, and how to adapt and overcome if they aren't. So definitely trying to get everything squared away there. All right, and then let's see what we got in here. So they moved all the paint stuff on the outside. Like I said, a lot of the counters and everything is going to have to be cleaned. And this is raised, so that means somebody touched it and couldn't get it back down. All right. Want to make sure we keep that as dust free as possible. All right, so that's now back down. Let's see here. Again, the microwave. I don't know if power was turned off or what takes place. Microwave always has a different set time there for some strange reason. Again, lots of dust. So lots of cleaning. Even when you look at these windows, see the windows are very dirty, both inside and out. Lots of dust along the edges. So basically between furniture moving in, it's going to be a lot of cleaning, a lot of dusting. I think today, as a matter of fact, we are going to be going to the local hardware store, and we are going to be getting some masks so we don't breathe all the dust in as we are cleaning. I know I might even have to get an electronic vacuum cleaner because I know this dust is in the TVs, and that's definitely going to shorten the life of the TVs, and we haven't even started using them yet. So that means all these TVs are going to be vacuumed and blown air, maybe a canister of air to try and blow out some of the dust from the electronics. I sort of wish they did the painting before we put the electronics in, but just another thing here you have to adapt and overcome with. And then let's go ahead here and go back around. I think our doors are either unlocked or locked, so we'll just wait until they're unlocked so we can go into the rooms. But we'll take a look out here. Let's see how far they've gotten. All right, so let's see what they have out here. Still just the wood beams. And then, so no update on this yet. They're still just doing the outside. And I guess plastic on top. So that should be there. All right, so not all the rooms are unlocked, but let's see if they've made any changes. So here's the door. Oh, good, good, good. So we did get the beds delivered as well. So this is going to be the bed. So again, the person that made the kitchen table, he also made the beds, which that is It's not in the right place yet. Of course, they've got to put the toilet in the bathroom, and then we'll move the bed closer to the wall, and then they'll have sort of this kind of a view from the bed, and then bathroom over here. And there should be enough room for a nightstand once you put the bedboard in. So, I mean, the guy that made this is his job out here. I mean, you don't find very many craftsmen in the United States, or it's just done by a company and it's just put out. But this guy measures the wood, cuts the wood, decides how big the bed's going to be, he measures it out, and then he actually picks up the wood pieces and forms them in the shape that he wants. So that's I'm glad that we found somebody to actually make by hand kitchen table, you know, the stool and the beds. So yeah, I'm really thankful for that. And I don't think anything's been updated here since the toilet's not there, but I think they were working on the plumbing, getting it primed. So no new changes in the bathrooms until they start putting in the, they actually start putting in the toilets. I think they did say that they were testing the water. So that's good. So at least they're testing it. Let's see what kind of light. Let's see. All right, just to give you a better view of everything with the lights on. Thought the sun would be enough, but yep, see, so that's the made bed by hand. So good deal. And not too dusty in here, so that's good. So that will help. I mean, the less, oh yeah, definitely a final coat, nice and smooth wall. Definitely a good final coat of paint. Very nice, very nice. All right, so they didn't have the keys to that room there. And then, all right, so we got all of our boxes from the United States. And this is going to be our couch for the living room. We got our king size bed here. So this was a king size delivered. So it's going to be, of course, put where all those boxes are. So this will be moved. Once we move the boxes around, this will be moved between the two windows there. And that will be nice. I mean, it's a nice lacquered king size bed. So again, like I said, I'll go over everything later once I bring out all the receipts and everything, because again, it's another expenditure. It's another expenditure to make things for your home. That door out there, I know we've got a door. I'm thinking that this door that's out here on the patio, we were going to have I think when we designed the house, I think we were going to have a sliding door. So the door, there would be a slider up here, and the door would slide going all the way to where the switch is here. And then that door out there would then come back this way. I don't know if we are putting that door on or not. I almost want to, just to try and minimize the amount of dirt that either comes from the outside or somewhere, wherever it is, because I can tell just by looking in here, I can tell that there is dirt right in here. So again, everything needs to be cleaned out a little bit. Definitely all the shelves need to be dusted. Oh, I need to get a chair for this. So I think Flora wanted a little stool with wheels on it so she can slide the stool underneath the chair there, sort of like not a bar stool, but just a normal little stool that goes up and down. And then, of course, then going into the bathroom, Again, no water yet. So they do have the toilet out of the box. All right, so the toilet is out of the box. And let's see here. Yes. So one thing here in the Philippines, these flushers that they have, in America, you're used just to seeing the handle here. And in a lot of, and in the toilets that they have that actually says American Standard on them, it's not an American Standard. American Standard is having a flusher right here. But usually you'll find a circle about this big, and then it's got two little levers, and you have to stick your fingers in like this to flush, you know, either a little bit of water or a lot of water. I think that's the purpose of this. And then, so you have two different flushers that you're flushing. And then Flora and even myself, you know, it hurts our fingers to go down this small little hole and just press two little buttons. It sort of hurts the fingers, so we switched to this one that has bigger ones, and hopefully these won't hurt our fingers as much by pushing the two different flushers. So I thought that was pretty interesting here in the Philippines. So they got the towel rack ready, and our towel rack is just going to be placed on this wall right here. And so they're almost ready. Looks like they unpackaged the shower as well. So they're going to put the shower head up, connect. So hopefully that will work when they have the water and everything set up. So very good. I'm happy that things are still being built. Things are still getting done. Turn the lights on in here as well. So again, lighting, toilet, sinks, dust, lots of dust. I mean, we definitely will have to get some face masks and figure out how to get all this dust. I do see some plumbing, so it looks like I see plumbing down there. That wasn't there before, so they are working on the plumbing. Let's see, how is this? Yes. So again, starting move in. We've got a mattress over there. That mattress over there is not for this yet. We're actually going to not come in here yet until we can move all the boxes. I think we're going to be in one of the guest rooms, and the guest room bed we'll use that foam for. Out here, they don't really have box springs out here like they do in the States either. So they have the frame of the bed. You got the frame. So this is your frame. No box springs. I mean, I think you can buy box springs like in America, but really you just buy bed and foam. And Mindawi foam is really popular out here in the Philippines. So you just buy the foam. This stuff's pretty hard. I mean, or when you lay on it, you think that it's hard, but by morning, you know, you sink in a little bit, and it's really, really comfortable. So yeah, I'm impressed with the Mindawi foam, even though there's no box springs. So definitely unique. Let's see, I want to take a look at something too. This right here, I mean, it is sort of covered in a way, but you would think that I would want the cut to be more like this just to keep the bugs and things out. So I might get a different cover, but the way that this cover is attached, I might have to get a cover over the cover. So a cover for the cover. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's usually when you got wires and things sticking out of the wall, it's the size of the wire, so you don't have a big gap. But as long as it's covered to the outside, but I think bugs can still access the tube that that wire is in. All right, thank you again for joining Arizona Trails and Philippine Tales. We really appreciate you watching the videos and liking them and sharing them. And join us next week for those other changes that take place. And maybe we might be a little bit more livable. Maybe we might have the couches set up. Maybe we might have things start looking a little bit more cleaner. We'll find out. Thank you again. Bye-bye.